Hey guys, welcome on in. It is Jordan with the BetLocker.com here to bring you another Monday recap video for week 5 in the NFL and week 6 in college. Can't believe college is almost halfway done and it happens fast. And I know I say that a lot, but gotta enjoy football while we have it. So if you haven't already, please go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. It does help out a lot. Small channel over here, so every like and subscribe does help. Buy yourself some good karma and hit that like button. That's what I believe in. I like every video I watch to buy myself that karma, and then I cash those tickets and I win my parlays. So let's dive on in here. Here is our website as always, betlocker.com, and everything you see you get included with your membership of dirt cheap, $6.99 a week or $19.99 for the month. If you do sign up for the month, you're basically getting 2 weeks free. So plus, you get access to our Discord channel. That's where we're getting most of our wins with our members. So that's great. Let's go ahead and dive in and go to the college picks first. And also, I was going to say, stay till the end. I am going to give away out. And if you're seeing this later, I do apologize, but follow me on socials. I do give out early videos for free props and free picks. I'm going to give out two free props at the end of this video and the game total that I like for tonight's Monday night game. So, but let's dive in. Go ahead. Let's go to locker picks for college. Not so great. We thought there was going to be a lot of scoring in the Notre Dame and Boise State game. There was towards the end, and they were trying to get there, kind of, not really, but in the beginning, they were not moving the ball. And both those teams are averaging over in the 40s the last couple games, and we just thought that there was going to be no defense playing. Plus, Notre Dame, they need to run up those scores to get style points to try and get back into the playoff picture. But they won, but they didn't get to the over as all. So, oh well there. And Mississippi State, they tried to get to that backdoor cover. They didn't. But for Texas A&M, so wasn't so great with the locker picks this week for college or for NFL, honestly. Spoiler alert. Free picks won though. So Ohio State minus 23.5, never a doubt. So that was great. Craig was spot on with it. Redshirt freshman didn't look anything special at all. They ended up winning and covering pretty easily. So nothing crazy there. Our daily picks were Memphis minus 21. That crushed and was in a smash spot. And then our other one, we gave Georgia out minus 20.5 in Discord. So that one. And then our other pick was Iowa State for our other daily. That lost. So basically another break-even week again. And that's going to happen. No harm, no foul. Either up 1 unit or down 1 unit. I mean, a couple weeks ago, you go 4-1 and you make all your units. And then you're going to have weeks like this where you kind of break even. So a lot of backdoor covers again. No crazy dogs or upsets won besides UCLA. So just one of those weeks in college where it's just like forgettable and you move on and you try and do your best for the next week instead. So NFL, our free pick, easiest pick of the week, I think. Detroit Lions minus 10.5. That one easily covered. That was obviously the smash spot. They tried to blow it at the end and give away that backdoor cover. In the beginning, it was a crush fest, obviously, but a win's a win and a cover is a cover. So that was a pretty easy win. I mean, it said bet the house on it and you would have won a new house. So that's great if you did. So locker picks were not great for NFL. Also, Los Angeles Chargers looked disgustingly gross again. They ended up losing, obviously, and I don't know, man. They start out pretty hot every game, and then they just taper off, and their offensive line troubles are showing, and it is not helping Herbert out. They need to figure out some stuff over there. Jaden Daniels ended up obviously looking great for Washington coming back, so that one sucked. That wasn't even close. The Eagles, Broncos got that backdoor cover, and then they also got ran the ball out or ran the clock out. So that was a surprising upset. For our dailies, though, we gave away the Colts minus 7, crush spot. So that felt great. Really easy win there. Gave away the Saints minus 1.5 in my TikTok videos and Discord, and that was an easy win. I also took Saints a lot in the DFS for the defense, and that crushed for me. They were the highest defense, and that was awesome. Also picked up the Saints defense in my fantasy league, ended up getting high points in the fantasy league. So that was great as well. Knew that Jackson Dart was going to fizzle out. Don't really like the kid. Know him personally locally here, went to a local high school, and don't really like that kid. So I like that the Saints crushed them. Anyways, gave that Saints pick out in Discord and TikTok, so that felt great. So again, another break-even week for NFL as well. Up a couple units or down a couple units depending on what you had. But I mean, you profited 1 unit if you took all the picks, so that's great. Again, it's kind of one of those weeks where you kind of just take it, maybe win a unit or lose a unit, and then move on and try and have a week like we had 2 weeks ago where you just crush and go whatever we did, 3-1. So it's gonna happen. You're gonna have break even weeks, and I'll take break even weeks and then live to fight another day for other weeks. So prop bets crushed it. We are 8-1 in my free props and 5-2 in my premiums. So if you add all that together, that is what, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 3 overall in props. That's why I wanted to start this, because a lot of the studying and a lot of the sims, everything that goes together for DFS studying and DFS picks goes well with prop betting as well, looking at matchups, looking at whatever spots you're looking at for these. And that's why I started this, and we're already crushing the prop game. So I love to see that. David Montgomery was the best public play, and it was the easiest public play that's ever been in existence. You know, having his sister at the stadium for the first time watching him. If there's ever a team, like I said in my props video, if there's ever a team to do that for a player, it's the Lions and it's Dan Campbell. So he got his anytime touchdown. My personal favorite pick was Woody Marks under 54.5 rushing yards. You see this all the time in NFL. You see it all the time in NBA. The numbers get inflated for previous performances, and he had that crush for last week. But then going into this week, he still was not named the starter. Nick Chubb was, and people don't pay attention to that. People just think, oh, Woody Marks is now taking over the backfield just like he's expected to do. But it's like not so fast, because Nick Chubb was still named the starter for a reason. And Woody Marks, he only got to I think it was 25 yards for rushing. He didn't even get halfway there. And the number was inflated because of previous performances. You got to spot those lines. So, and then you got to exploit them. That's the way you do it. And then if they catch on that you are very good at doing that, they will shut you down. But until then, we're going to exploit them. So, and then because of that, CJ Stroud, Baltimore's defense was too depleted. They were missing too many guys on the defense, and they already give up a ton of yards in the pass game. So, lo and behold, CJ Stroud got the over. Because it was such a blowout, it was kind of scary. I mean, he still got there, but because it was such a blowout, it was kind of a disappointment. He could have had way more if it was a close game and they were pushing him. He could have had a day, and Nico Collins could have too, but they blew him out so quickly that they didn't really have to. So, still got there with the prop though, so that's great. Justin Fields, another case, another way to exploit. Woody Marks had that inflated game or that inflated number because of his previous performance. Same with Justin Fields. He ran the ball a lot more. He had over 80 rushing yards the week before, so they just thought he's going to run the ball instead of passing. Not so fast. Dallas defense secondary is giving up the most passing yards in the NFL this year so far. So Justin Fields, they're probably going to exploit that and know that, and he was going to be passing more. He got to 280. Now they were down, so he was, the game script called for a lot more passing, but still, the line was way too small because of previous performances. They just think he's going to run the ball more. So here's a little fun thing. Check his matchup next week and see if his number gets inflated because he had so many passing yards. So if he's in the 200 or whatever range, and whoever he's playing, well, let's go look at it together right now. I want to do this right now in real time. The Jets are playing Denver. So, and Denver is only giving up. I don't have my stats up in front of me or my sheets, so I'm just looking up the old-fashioned way. They gave up 280 to Hurts. They gave up 125 to Browning. That's not great. They gave up 300 to Herbert, and they gave up 300 to Jones. So their secondary, I mean, besides Pat Surtain, I mean, maybe they do give up some passing yards, but if Justin Fields' line is very inflated because he had such a good day yesterday, that could be an under that you take next week. We'll see. I'll probably give that out as a pick next week. So, and then Devon Achan, I mean, he got to 30 receiving yards. The game script just didn't really get there, didn't really pass to him as much, and they were passing more to Waddle and to Darren Waller. So, didn't really get there. It almost did, but I mean, it very underperformed. They kind of locked that down as the Panthers did. So such is life. But look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4-1 in those props. That is great. And then that transitions us over to the DFS cheat sheet. Once again, please like and subscribe, guys. It does help. Buy yourself that good karma. So DFS world, I had every spot again. I mean, look at this. Jackson Smith-Njigba, Emeka Egbuka, and he was under 10% owned. He ended up becoming 9% owned. Javonte Williams, Rico Dowdle, Breece Hall, all these guys got there. Justin Fields got there. Kyler Murray didn't. Justin Herbert didn't. But if you are a member, I did give out these extra plays like Rachaad White was in a smash spot for DFS. I gave that out in Discord. And who else was in a smash spot? Definitely him. I think Rachaad White. I can't remember the other couple names I gave out, but because of late news. So I might start putting these out Saturday because I want to get all the news that I can. But if you are a member, and I give the late news out in Discord regardless, so it doesn't really matter. And then I had a bunch of lineups, and my best lineup yesterday was Dak Prescott with Jake Ferguson and Javonte Williams, and then with bring back with Breece Hall on the other side. So that actually ended up being really good. My highest lineup got to 211 points, but it was, of course, the highest scoring week in the NFL so far, and the winner was like 250 something. So even though you have all the guys right, like we always do, you have the stacks correct, it's just you still have to have them in the perfect scenario, perfect lineup. So I mean, that's where you either do the 150 maxes. I usually only do the 20 max or the 3 maxes just because I don't know, it kind of narrows the field down, and but I think I am going to start doing the 150 max or single entry. And just hope that you get perfect, because or get a higher cash than just min cashing or just barely profiting, because when you only do those and when you don't have the exact mixture of what you need, I mean, and your plays are just spread out like mine were. Like I did have a lineup with Jackson Smith-Njigba and battling with Emeka Egbuka, but like if you just take one different spot in the running back position or the quarterback position, you're done. So that's where you have to have the combinations of what to do as well. So anyways, guys, that is it. Oh, as promised, I'm going to give away, and if you're seeing this video later, I am sorry, but I am giving away 2 props, and they are on my TikTok, so make sure you follow me on TikTok as well. Go ahead and visit my link tree. I have it all in there. So Isaiah Pacheco, under 1.5 receptions. What's his name? Brashard Smith, they're raving about Brashard Smith on the Chiefs, and he is now the new check down back. He got 4 targets last week versus Pacheco's 0. So I do think that number is perfect. I don't think any more run. It's going to be maybe one lucky pass or maybe a reception, but I think Brashard Smith is definitely going to be used in the passing game now. So Isaiah Pacheco, under 1.5 receptions tonight. Travis Etienne, over 12.5 receiving yards. On average, the Chiefs are giving up 62 yards the last 2 games to running backs in the receiving game. So I like that line for Travis Etienne. He's getting the bulk of the work, and Tootin's just getting the scraps now. I mean, they might transition into it, but not yet. He's still getting the scraps. So Travis Etienne, over 12.5 receiving yards. And then we're going to take the under 45.5 points. Both these defenses are really good, especially the Jags. People might not be seeing that, and they might start taking the over just because they think they see some big names that can score. But I think both these defenses are really good. They're going to play each other hard, and they're just going to be scoring field goals and stopping them in the red zone. So under 45.5 points. That's it, guys. Got the schedule for the week. As always, we got the DFS first look and lineup builder on Wednesday. the props video on Thursday, and then our free picks videos for college and NFL on Friday. And that's it. Please like and subscribe as always. And let's make some profit this week. And go ahead and join the betlocker.com, become a member in our Discord, and we all win together for dirt cheap. All right. We'll see you guys.